Oh, I need to do the ready.
All right. So, when we last left our heroes, you guys had found some interesting information out. You had found out that the Lich King what is not necessarily the worst guy. He's under the control of whoever's controls his phylactery, and he did not choose to become this immortal being. Uh, Miscus had promised him that he would release the Lich King from his binds once he was done needing him, and the undead would have the opportunity to have their own place and live there free of persecution. Of course, Miscus is a terrible person and doesn't like non-humans, so everything he told the Lich King was a lie. Um, Turns out the Lich King released the undead, and that's what made your reborn allies the ones that were able to retain some of their old semblance of their old self. Uh, he also found out that uh, he had sent the city he lived in off to a different realm, and from what Erendia saw, it looks like the city was about as big as the country of Boergenth was, and it used to be a city in the mountains, and that's basically when the city went away is what formed the land to be what the country is now. A bunch of the mountains went with the city to the heavenly realm, and then Benjamin showed up. Come to find out, Benjamin is the son of the Lich King from 100,000 years ago or so. Um, he brought with him one of his allies that had been his spy in hell for an extended period of time, but had been found out. And that was where Mordai came in and joined the group. You guys then decided what was the most pressing thing was stopping the elves from killing themselves trying to defend their tree. Uh, you then contacted Bart, an old ally, who is a powerful archdruid of the forest, but not exactly in the best standing with the elves because of what happened years ago. Um, he said that the closest he could get to Walden is the southern end of the Forest of Whispers, and he would meet you there when in a day or so when you could get there. So you guys went to sleep, got up, or you've gotten up in the morning, and you kind of decide what to, to when to head out. And a whole bunch of shenanigans with some diamonds.
Yeah, that was dumb. The diamond Squib is not pleased at diamond shenanigans.
Did you guys know Benjamin could do greater restoration?
Did you know that he's a powerful celestial being?
What?
Well, we knew that.
Squib, you don't get to be mad at anybody for anything ever.
Squib has done nothing wrong. Squib is an innocent boy.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember a certain harp string being plucked in the middle of a sewer.
Okay, that was small potatoes. I recall a first mask being put on where you had to go on a side quest halfway to another country to get it taken off.
Yeah.
To be fair, he still has 5 more of those, I believe.
No, we let.
No,
Or did
you
we
guys
give-
left them? You gave them to the
We gave-
bronze dragons to destroy.
Yep.
I mean, I planned on just throwing them in the ocean as we went sailing along, but we ended up not going sailing along, so...
Yeah, guess how much of my content got cut out because of that?
A lot?
A lot, yeah.
Did you just move it over to the other campaign?
Kind of.
Oh, okay.
I like took ideas from it real
About-
quick because you guys that campaign side note went off the rails too. But anyway, it is now the morning, and you guys
Two.
decide what to do.
Characters of mine are gone. One is dead. The other one is cursed.
I was gonna say I'm seeing a
Badly.
trend with campaigns that Zach is a part of.
They either go off the rails or I die a lot.
Or both.
Or both.
So we're at Broken Spirits, right?
You are.
All right.
You've woken up in your rooms.
Ooh, what's the food like?
They don't serve.
Shit.
Oh, rude.
And if they did, it would be bad.
No, we just get alcohol every morning. If that were here.
Wait, that's all you need.
He's got some shitty beer. You've had it. Actually, you guys have given him some money, so he probably has a better stock of different drinks.
Well, that and Squid did give him a bunch of food that he stole from that one house. Granted, I doubt that lasted very long.
That got given to the to Remy and his allies to distribute to the people. They didn't sell it.
Well, so I'll head down to the bar room.
Me too.
Yeah,
When
figure as soon as Squib got up, he'd go down to the bar room.
you get down there, the Lich King and Benjamin are no longer there. But Rourke's friends are back and sitting at a couple of the tables. Rourke is not currently behind the bar, but one of his friends is that you've seen there a few times.
Hey, where's Rourke?
He looks up and he's like, "Oh, yeah, he's taking the day off."
Insight check.
I'll join him on that.
You want to support me? Or are you doing your own?
I'll support you.
Roll with advantage then. 20. You should have supported Rog. Freaking +1 insight.
Yeah, he's got a way higher wisdom score, but I said it first.
He's a bard. He's got jack of all trades. Yeah. With the 20 seems pretty straightforward. You have seen him here before. The rest of his friends you've seen here before. There's really doesn't seem like anything's out of place. You have not seen Rourke take a day off, but maybe after what happened yesterday, he decided he needed a little bit of a mental break.
I'll sit at a table.
Okay.
I shall come down and join them. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, new friend.
I haven't really slept that well in some time. It's hard to get sleep when everyone around you is trying to stab you in the back.
Are there even beds in hell?
Not comfortable ones.
Don't sleep in the nether.
Unless you count coal or spikes.
I'd rather pass.
That sounds rather unpleasant.
I miss sleeping on my boat.
I do not.
Nor do I.
Well, that's because you guys are miscreants.
Mask.
I hope
mask,
your boat
mask,
sinks in the
mask,
harbor.
Mask.
I hope your instruments are constantly out of tune.
I know how to retune them. Can you unsink your boat?
The campaign just implodes
I
in
can
Broken
try.
Spirits today.
Infighting.
Well, we RP'd for one session, and then we murdered each other.
Just murder.
Well,
I sense some animosity amongst the group.
It's all in good fun.
yes.
Squib means well. In the end, at least.
I think we've caused equal headaches for each other.
I see. Well, I hope to be a better boon than a headache.
He would be much less burdened without us as we without him, perhaps. So we're breaking even, it seems.
I've seen you take a hit in a fight, Arendia. You guys would be screwed without me.
I was gonna say you are the toughest companion that we've had along the way so far.
I think we frequently get the impression we live in Squib's world, and he has to share it with the rest of us.
That sounds about right.
I'm gonna trail off and then sending to Rourke and say, "Hey, barkeep at Broken Spirits says you've taken a day off. Is everything good?"
It takes a moment. You hear, "Oh, yeah."
All right. Hey, it's better than no answer at all.
Well, you woke him up on his day off.
You can just go back to sleep.
You're calling somebody about work when they're trying to take a vacation.
Just take a day
Oh,
off.
that is the worst.
Hey, you're not at work, and they said that it's fine, but I'm calling you anyways to check and see. All right, I will. So Rog was the other one that kind of questioned where Rourke was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right, so I'll kind of just, relay to him that I reached out to him and he seems to be safe.
That is good to hear.
Indeed, whenever people suddenly aren't where we expect them to be, it's usually a lot more problematic. So, friends, we got to get the hell out of the city and go flying for a couple hours.
Like quite an adventure. And it seems we can just head west.
We'll have to fly. They will probably not let us through the gates.
No, I think that we can leave. I think that the problem is trying to get up to the upper city. I think that they'll let us leave the city.
No, we had to go through the gate to get to the docks, remember? They check every person that goes through.
Let people in without impunity. They don't like people leaving.
Oh.
Remember, you guys had to disguise yourselves to get out.
I thought
Squib got caught.
Yeah, I thought that was because we were going to the docks specifically. Okay, I understand.
It's the same entrance to the city.
Oh, we're not going out like a west because the docks were like south, right? No,
The human docks are south. The racist docks are west.
Yes, I remember the bridge from the upper city goes straight south, but in order to get to the docks as a lower race, you have to go. Yes, I remember now.
Ooh, map.
Yes, map that is getting more and more landmarks labeled on it. I mean, we could try to leave as we did last time, although we no longer have a forged note. Or we could check out the eastern walls and see if we can't just fly over.
Western walls.
Thought we already planned to just fly over.
Western. As dragons?
No,
Okay.
because they have air defense.
Casting fly.
Yep. Squib got to get in the bag.
I remember now. That's why I was
Yeah.
only going to have 4 polymorph casts. I remember.
Yep. and then we got to make a break for it, and then turn in the dragons when we're safe, and then we're good.
All right,
If,
works
if,
for me.
if it saves you some energy, I may be able to just phase through the wall.
What
Squib
now?
just kind of looks and go,
What now?
how? Do you just believe that the wall isn't there and then you walk through it?
No, I just step into a different dimension.
We did that once and it wasn't fun.
It never is.
There were dead things in there.
Yeah, we met this like death dragon. It was a whole big deal.
It was the
They
god
went to
of
the
death.
Shadow Realm.
Oh, yeah, it
I could step into the ethereal plane.
Mm.
That would probably be easy enough to do. Could you take all of us or just yourself?
Just myself.
Damn.
How?
No, he doesn't have the plane shift spell. That's a little later.
How long would it take you to get to the other side?
As long as it would take me to walk through the wall. It depends on how thick the wall is. Assuming it's not more than
Like 15 feet or so.
yeah, not more than like 50 or 60 feet thick.
The lower city wall is not as intense.
But it's only once, and then I need to rest. But if flying is not a burden for you, then I will do as the rest of the party.
Squib's just sitting here thinking, I could give him the bag of holding, hop in it, and then we could walk through the wall.
Could all of us fit in the bag of holding?
Technically speaking, I think
No,
it's got like 500 cubic feet.
The
But
entrance
it's
to
just
the bag is not big enough for a full-size humanoid to fit in. The reason I let you guys get away with it is because Squib is small.
yeah. Squib is 2 feet tall. He's about the size of a toddler.
The bag opens to an extent, but not.
You can't put a hippopotamus in the bag of holding.
Nope. If you guys had a portable hole, maybe.
And then you just throw that in the bag of holding and everything's fine.
And then no. Same thing that happens when you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding.
You tear a rift in space-time?
Yeah.
Into the astral plane, and it is a one-way trip.
Yeah.
Everything within a 10-foot radius is sucked into the bag of hold into the ethereal plane.
But you don't know that.
And then good luck breathing.
I can make
Flying
Times were had by all.
I can make 3 people fly.
Yeah, sticking to the original plan seems sound enough.
Well, I think if you can just walk through it, that might be better and less noticeable.
Do all of your items, like much like Squib said, if you were to carry the bag of holding, would it transfer with you to the ethereal plane as well?
Yes.
You would assume so, otherwise it would be very not useful at
It
all.
would be the most pointless level 7 ability ever.
You
have to
appear in the
strip
astral plane
down
naked.
to nothing, walk through, and leave all your shit behind. Good luck.
You get stuck when you're trying to go through the physical objects by all of your physical objects. Your corporal form turns ethereal, but then all your clothes and shit just keep on hitting things.
They just fall to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, if that works, then Rog, you got fly, right?
I can only make it on one. I can only cast it on one person.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But if Mordai is carrying Squib in the bag of holding through the ethereal plane, then I can save some arcane energy if we just both cast fly on ourselves.
And Sizen.
And Sizen.
Oh fuck.
Oh yes, this one.
Yeah.
He's a bit quiet.
He's the big stoic companion who will heal you guys and keep you from dying.
Yeah, who keeps us alive?
Who is suffering from eye strain with the amount of eye rolling he's been doing.
No, he's got like a red forehead from the amount of face planning.
That was what I was gonna say. I'm surprised he doesn't have a sore forehead.
Just a bruise right in the middle of his forehead from it. The pain I suffer from face palming with a gauntlet on is not nearly
He definitely
even
heals the
close.
party from self-inflicted damage more than enemy-inflicted damage.
Well,
Although
I mean,
maybe that'll
Will's,
change now that
Now that Wolf's
Wolf's
gone.
I mean, maybe Mordecai will start shooting us in the ass.
It's possible.
Maybe. Or
You
he'll
just
be
gotta
good
shoot
about
with
positioning.
advantage.
All right. Well, do we have any last prep to do before we head on this probably
Scond.
relatively arduous journey?
I think we took care of everything yesterday.
Are you taking
Yeah.
Vestralor with you?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Vestralor is a dragon we have in my backpack.
Oh yeah, we got a dragon in the
Dragon
backpack.
Whelpling.
I'll open the bag and show Mordai Vestralor.
Okay.
And I'll just say, Vestralor, this is Mordai. He's our friend. And hope that he understands.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, you see him think for a second because you have been teaching in common, and he's like, and he says hi in Draconic.
What is he? What is this thing?
He's a bronze dragon whelpling.
Oh, okay.
He snuck into my bag when we were saving Squib's life. And
Hello.
we're
was
kind of stuck with it.
Funny. It was
Yes.
hilarious.
I'll say hello back in Draconic.
You did? Oh, okay.
I had to double check. I know a lot of languages.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Someone else
Now
can
you-
speak to the dragon.
Yeah. Now you have a conversational companion, Vestralor. Because I do not know Draconic.
And Squib is not intelligent. No.
I mean, Squid is intelligent, but he's just more of an ass.
Not good conversation.
No, he thought
Probably
it was,
not.
He's the reason why we had it snuck upon us. He loves tricks in games.
Squib's just sitting there with his big shit-eating grin on his face.
You know, now that I think about it, I could actually just walk up and down the wall.
I think we're trying not to be seen.
But if
They really
mean-
don't like us here.
It is
that's
daytime.
good. But what will keep you from being seen when you fly?
Nothing, it's just quicker.
Oh, okay, then I'll go through the wall.
Because I don't think...
From what you guys have seen, there isn't a lot of Inquisition soldiers
Yeah.
left in town.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
They might not even be on the lower city wall.
I
Yeah.
still think we should find a place not near the gate, but still on the western side.
Yeah, we
I
should.
agree. We can work out the details once we get closer to the wall. I think.
You became a robot for a second.
Yeah, I
Marcus,
missed
what'd you say?
No, not a robot. I'm Mordai's ready to go.
Oh,
The yeah, so let's scope out some of the nearest watchtowers and see if we can't make a flighty escape.
from where you're at, it takes about an hour to get to the wall. But yeah, from down here, you don't see a lot of movement. But anybody who wants to like really look, go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh.
I will definitely be doing so. As soon as my character sheet
Wow.
unfreezes.
Nice natural
Wow.
4.
Got a 4, still got an 11. Nice.
I'm
Yeah,
a
he's
ranger.
He's a ranger, high wisdom. Yeah, from down on the ground, you guys see no movement and no guards on the wall at all. I'm assuming you're about around like here on the map, or did you want to go like that's the wrong wall. I'm an idiot. Like here, or did you want to go a little further from the gate?
Probably a little further from the gate, yeah, guys.
Yeah. And is that like an actual forest outside the city?
The trees kind of come up. They're okay. So yes and but the trees aren't very big.
Okay.
So, which is one of the reasons why Bart couldn't come closer, because the trees are very thinned out. They keep them cut back. And obviously chop down the big ones for fuel for the furnaces. Okay, so yeah, you guys travel a little further down the wall. You don't see anybody. You're in between the watchtowers. You don't see anybody on those from where you're at.
Do
Seems
do we see anybody in the nearby in the city?
there's probably some pedestrians walking around, but nobody really paying that close attention to you.
All right, let's do this quick.
All right, I will cast fly on myself and Sizan.
I cast fly on myself.
I hop in the bag.
With your harp, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Quib hops in the bag.
So
And
fly lets you move your movement speed, right?
Mhm.
I can keep up with you running up the wall. Between my cloak and my natural affinity, I have a climb speed equal to my movement speed.
The fly spell is actually 60 feet.
Oh, it is faster. Okay. Well,
Just
I
put
can
that-
move and dash.
They can move 60 and dash too.
We have to go up, so I
Ooh.
think we'll just go straight up, cross
And then I'll go
straight
straight
down.
through. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll
Yeah,
meet
that
you.
makes sense. Yeah, they just up away from me. I'm like, okay. I will use ethereal step.
If you guys are trying to be sneaky and
roll
quiet,
yeah.
the stealthy.
stealth check. I suppose I better roll for the guy who can get you caught for funsies. Boop, 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 boop.
That's a good roll.
Did you natural one it?
No, he got a 19.
Nice. Hey, that's a natural. Well, it was a natural 20, but it's a 13 for Sizan. Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah.
There's no one on the wall. As you get up to the top, you look both ways. Not a soul to be seen. And you just go, huh, okay. And
Does it look like there's anything valuable as we cross over the wall?
make a perception check.
Okay.
Up and loot.
Can I also make a perception check for anything that might look like defenses on top of the wall?
Yeah, sure. Nothing of value that you can see. 14. No defenses really.
It's just a regular wall with towers.
Yep. The towers look like they have mounted ballista, but there doesn't appear to be anybody manning them.
Okay.
You get the
Well,
feeling that most of the soldiers are out dealing with your friends currently
Burning the world tree.
and attacking Irikosh.
Well, then just fly straight down to the ground and land safely.
Okay.
Not nosediving.
Same.
You guys want to just keep your fly speed going for the full 10 minutes? Because then you'd outrun your teammates.
You're gonna outrun
Yeah.
me pretty quick.
No, I would drop mine when we land.
Okay.
Just fucking gone. Where did
I
they
can run
go?
fairly fast, but I'm not.
Not a rogue.
I'll
Yeah.
keep the spell up, but kind of go back to walking speed.
I'm assuming you let Squib out of the bag.
Yeah, I guess I'll let Squid out of
Don't
the bag.
fucking don't let him out. Fucking don't.
Let him suffocate in there. All right, cool.
Are you sure, India? I mean,
Let him out.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, after a while, Squib had just cut his way out, and then you've got an angry Squib,
And
a
no
lot of
bag of
shit on the
holding.
ground.
and a lot of shit just all over the floor.
Anyway, you let Squib out. You guys start walking. How far do you want to wait before you turn into dragons to fly away?
I would like to. I would suggest we wait
an hour?
for adequate tree cover.
Well, there is no adequate tweak. adequate tweak, Wubba.
Well, I mean, as we move, because we're going west.
Yeah, but it's a lot of plains and fields.
Oh,
As far as
Well, we walked for an hour to the edge of the city, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I would confer with the team, but I would say we probably want to walk farther than we think any spy glasses can see. That might be watching the area around the city.
That makes sense.
Maybe an hour.
Yeah.
That'll put us at 2 hours travel time since dawn, since we woke up.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys
Okay,
think?
yeah,
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That works with me.
you guys wait about an hour. You shift into your dragon forms. Gather everybody up. Because you waited an hour, you're far enough away from the walls to be seen. And you head west. And after about 2 more hours of flying, you come to the river. And across the river, you can see the forest. And you see a little, like, firework looking spark go off. And go ahead and make a perception check for
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say.
dragons or anybody who wants to look.
Ugh.
Wib, you see an old gentleman, long hair, long beard, holding a staff, standing up at the top of the tree, waving, wearing druid-looking greens. Rob, you see your old friend Bart waving at the dragons.
Whoever Squib is riding, he's gonna be like, smack, smack. Hey, there's some old geezer down there. Who the fuck's that old guy? You want to eat him?
That is our friend.
Eat him.
This
Oh.
We
is
will not be eating him today.
this is
Or any day.
2 hours flight.
Yes.
So, are we making it within the 2 hours, or are we gonna have to cast a third hour?
You would make it in the 2 hours because you walked an hour away from the wall.
Okay.
Which got you close enough to make it in 2 hours.
So Rog, you and I got hit with 2 4th level spell slots.
Okay. I have one left.
The so we all rolled perception, right? And Squib and Rog are the only ones who saw.
Yeah.
All right.
You all saw the little firework,
Okay.
but they're the ones who saw who did it.
All right. And Squib, who are you on?
Whoever the fuck has Squib.
I think that's.
I mean, that's up to you guys.
I think that's
I
yours.
think
Squib wouldn't care.
One of us has to take sides, and the other one takes everyone else.
Yeah. So I think.
So I'll take Mordine Squib.
Okay. So.
Squib, stop hitting Rug, please.
It's just Rog. He's kind of dumb.
He's not wrong.
I think he heard that.
An intelligence of 12, I'll have you know.
Are we flying close enough to each other to communicate while flying the dragons?
It'd be you'd have to shout pretty loudly over the wind.
Am I close enough to him to invasive minds? Probably, right?
How far? I mean, how far is that? Like 100 feet, right? Or just line of sight?
I think it's just line of sight. I can't find it. I know it's unimportant because you just said that, but 30 feet.
You have to be 30 feet to make the connection. You're not really that close. Your wingspans are too big. Plus,
right.
I don't think your dragon form retains your abilities.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay. So I will see the firework. I can only see the firework.
You glance down for a second, but you don't see where it came from.
Yeah, does Saizan see it?
I don't know.
Is he looking? Is he
Sleep.
Is he sleeping? He
He's
does
sleeping.
not see it. Okay.
No, he definitely doesn't see it.
So I just see
He was like, "Oh, pretty firework."
I see a flash, and I'll slow my approach.
Me
And
too. Begin descent.
okay, so I see him begin descent. I'll follow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys land.
Yeah,
I land if he does.
Okay.
because I saw for sure that it was Bart, right?
Yeah, definitely looked like him.
Yeah, then I'll land.
Okay. And do you unpolymorph?
After everyone gets off my back, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably coming up close to the 2 hours, right? So we're gonna have to. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll follow suit.
And you look up and you see Bart. He hops off the top of the tree, and then like a flurry of petals surrounds him. And slowly, gently lands him on the floor of the forest. And he's like, "Ah, my." Uh, he kind of glances around at the party. He's like, my friends." And he goes over to Arendi and Rog. He's like, it's been some time.
Indeed, it has.
As
Our
Where's everyone else?
truth be told, we don't know.
Oh, I was really hoping to speak with Wolf.
Yeah, he left us in the middle of the night, just a
Oh.
couple days ago.
Sad.
but he found his
And-
sister.
He did find his sister.
Oh, that's wonderful news.
That's apparently why he left.
Indeed. Well, if the last remaining family member, I can understand him wanting to be with her.
I can't say I blame him.
The others went on to follow their own path some time ago.
But they are still alive. That's good to hear.
As far as we know, we haven't seen them in a bit of time, but
Not since Sevicern fell.
they did not. We did not lose them by death.
Hopefully, wherever they are happy. But he turns to the rest of the new group. He goes, "Hello, friends. I am Bartholomew Maximilian Theodore Augustus Diamantopoulos.
I'm Squib.
Squib, pleasure to meet you." And he holds his hand out towards you.
Squib will shake his hand. Give him a nice firm handshake.
Mordai. Which name do you tend to go by?
Oh, you can call me Bart.
I shall do that.
Pleasure to meet you.
This
We have
seems-
another friend, actually. I'll open my pack and show him Vestralor.
And he looks in the bag and he's like, "Oh, very interesting."
Yeah, his name is Vestralor. Is it a he? Is it a she? Can I
It's a
tell?
he. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a he.
His name is Vestralor. He snuck in my bag when we were helping Squib with something with the other bronze dragons.
You hear him speak Draconic, and he speaks to Vestralor. For those of you that understand, he's just like, "Hello, little friend." So, to deep home, I suppose.
are the elves still there?
They were when I left, but King Cavern is holding a council with what's left of everyone to organize an attack or a vote to try to save the tree. So we have little time to convince them.
Move hastily then.
Yes, indeed. The closest I can get is it will still be a couple hours away.
That's
How many?
much-
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say that's much better than other plans.
That is for sure. How? What is the within those couple of hours travel? That's by foot.
Yes.
how long do you think it would be, perhaps on a young dragonback?
Probably 2 hours or so.
Fantastic. Um, although I don't know how many fifth level spell slots Rog has. What was I gonna say? What is the Inquisition presence around Deepholm?
Well, they have stopped their raids after they started burning the tree. They have pulled their army to surround it, and well, some of their army surrounds it. The rest of them are stationed in Whisper's Edge. They know that they have basically thrown down the gauntlet for the elves to make some sort of response to their actions. They were tired of sending men into Deepholm to only have some of them come out.
Good job on taking care of some of them.
It's been a lot of well, you'll see. There's been a lot of loss on both sides.
Do you have any ideas how to save the world tree?
I have some ideas, but I will need your help to convince the Council of Leaders to listen to my plan, because, well, let's be honest, they still don't like me very much.
Do you know if Commander Whispershade is still with the council?
Yes, she was the last time I saw her, yes.
Why don't the elves like you?
It's a long story, Squib. There was an apprentice and corruption.
I mean, there's we've got a long trip.
It is a bit of a story. I'll tell it to you along the way if you would like, but we should probably get going.
Yes, let's not
I
waste
will
any more time.
gladly listen.
I'm ready.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, he points his staff towards a tree, and the tree splits open, and you can see on the other side that the familiar road that leads down from Deepholm to Whisper's Edge. He's like, "Quick, everyone through!"
I walked through.
It's
Portholes.
through.
I'll go through it.
Teleport via plants.
Smells like Faye.
Smells like Drew. All right. Yeah, you guys come out of the tree, and you're as close as he can get you to Deepholm. And then he's like, "Well, did we want to try to do the whole flying thing that was suggested, or are we just walking?"
Rog, how much very powerful arcane energy do you have left in you? Do you think you have enough energy to fly for 2 more hours?
I could, but I wouldn't be able to do much more than that if something happens.
Same, but if how long of a walk would it be, Bart, without flying?
4 hours.
4 hours. Sorry, I missed that. What time
I
of
think
day?
we should do it.
What time of day is it?
It's roughly noon.
Time is not exactly on our side.
No, I.
But
agree.
as you
It
come
never
through,
is.
you can see the plume of smoke in the distance from the tree.
I agree. I will have some arcane energy. Not I won't be able to do anything of any grandeur, but if it comes to it, I might be able to pull. We might be able to pull some things together. I think you and I.
Yep. I turned back into a dragon.
Same.
What happens to Vestralor when he's in my backpack when I do this?
He stays in the backpack.
And he just gets merged into me?
It's the backpack like stays on you.
It becomes a fanny. No, not a fanny pack. It becomes like a wrist pack.
A dragon backpack?
A dragon wrist pack.
Well,
Okay.
young dragons aren't that big.
They're bigger than
Yeah,
me.
like a chest pack.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure he's not like, you know.
Not like
you
you're
and him are merging into one.
You're like backpack doesn't necessarily become a part of the dragon.
I might be thinking of Wild Shape that does that.
So,
It's a weird magical thing.
one of us is carrying Sizan, the other one is carrying Mordai.
And Squib.
And Squib.
Oh, Squib's not in the
Yep.
bag of holding.
He can only stay in there or as long as he can breathe.
Oh, I didn't.
Hold his breath.
I didn't
There's
know.
no air in there.
I did not know that. Can one of us carry Mordai, Squib, and Bart? As
Bart,
it?
Bart doesn't need you to carry him.
But he was okay. Right.
When you guys change into
Bart-
dragons and figure out where you're going, he wild shapes into a bird.
Gotcha.
Druid life.
So we need to know. We need to know where we're going, huh?
Well, you know where Deep Home is from here.
Yeah, I thought we were just going straight to Deep Home. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Southern entrance, right? Because the northern entrance is destroyed, or vice versa. Northern entrance,
Plus,
because
you don't want to fly over the mountains. You'd be on the wrong side.
Why did we teleport here if we needed to go there?
Right? You are at the western entrance, not the eastern entrance.
It's like in movies when they park like their vehicle or their spaceship like 20 miles from where they actually need to be, so they have to walk.
cinematics.
Like Master Chief.
The plot demands it.
Or Space Marines. Yeah, we're going to land our pods here. All right, let's go. All right, yeah. You guys travel to Deep Home without issue generally, other than the smoke being a little hard to breathe, but yeah. The further you get away from the burning tree, the easier it gets. And you come upon the western entrance of Deep Home.
I think we should not scare the people there, and we should land somewhat far away and then walk the 50 feet after transforming back.
Fine with me.
We don't want another Irakash incident.
They don't have the manpower.
So as we approach, I'll just land and let everyone off and then transform.
Should we wait for Bart to show us exactly where they are in Deep Home?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, Bart lands in front of you, and he's like, and he also changes back to himself. He's like, there. Are we stopping, or what are we doing?
We need to know exactly where in the keep they are.
Yes, follow me. And he heads up to the entrance, and when you get to the entrance, you see a couple of familiar faces. You see Fuldor Borin and Quinn Whisperwood among the sentries. There's probably 50 or so elves and dwarves here, kind of scout-like, guarding the entrance, watching the entrance. But you do notice is that all 50 of these soldiers are hurt in some way. Quinn is missing his left arm at the elbow. And Fuldor is wearing an eye patch over his left eye, and some of his hair has been burned away from the side of his head and been replaced by scar tissue.
Shit.
And we
Fuldor's like, oh, well, this is a pleasant surprise.
Greetings, old friend.
Greetings. I wish I'd have known you were coming.
I wish we could have been here sooner.
Well, I'll be honest. Any help is great right now.
Been quite a journey since we seen each other last, for both of us, I'm sure.
Yes. I never thought it'd be us protecting the elves.
I think we all need to come together in these times.
I agree.
I would like to express my gratitude for for the people of Deep Holm's protection for the elves.
Well, it has definitely taxed us, and well, but the elves have lost their home. So have we, but that's a different story. He's like, anyway, you probably want to head to where everyone's hiding.
Yeah, let's do it.
And yeah, as he walks by where the conclave used to be, where the dwarves that had lived here, where Fuldor and Wildor and the rest of them had lived, mother and father, it's been burned out. They had to abandon it, and the Inquisition burned it to make sure that they wouldn't use it again. Sizan lags behind a little bit, and he begins casting healing spells on the soldiers, on Quinn, because Quinn also had a cut on his leg and was walking with a little bit of a limp. But he immediately begins casting healing spells. He can't regenerate limbs or eyes, but he's healing a decent amount of the heals or the injuries of this group of soldiers.
The now we had to do that whole thing with Benjamin because he and we did not have the diamonds necessary to do the spell, correct?
Hmm?
For the greater
What?
restoration. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
I believe Sizan's just casting random healing spells.
He is right, but we had to do all of the stuff with Benjamin because we didn't have he didn't have the diamonds, we didn't have the diamonds, we thought. Correct? That's why we went to Benjamin. Sizan doesn't have the diamonds that would be needed for greater restoration.
He has some now.
Okay, he has them now. Never mind. I was gonna give him what I had so that he could do more healing, but if he has some, then I'm not gonna give him more.
This is not a greater restoration situation.
Okay, all right. I don't know what that spell does.
It cleanses like curses and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
People who are turned to stone.
Yeah, the regenerate spell, which is much higher level, is how you regrow arms and missing body parts.
Gotcha.
He's just casting Aura of Vitality, Mass Cure Wounds, using all his spells to heal the simple cuts and damage that these soldiers have so they can be more fighting fit.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you head pretty deep into Deep Home. This area is not a place that you visited when you came through here. It's off the beaten path. It's deeper, more hidden. And it takes you the better part of the rest of the day to get to the deep part of Deep Home where the elves and the dwarves are hiding. This part is still in ruins, and around it, I mean, the people that are here, they look like squatters. It's like temporary camps, the ruins of the city. All in all, there's probably around 10,000 people here left. Elves, dwarves, you can see a few half elves and a smattering of tabaxi.
Oh, from the forest. Okay.
But yeah, as you're walking through, Foldor's like, yeah, we got a lot of non-combatants left, but not very many soldiers. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well, I'm glad to see that so many you've kept so many non-combatants alive.
Well, we've done our best. And as you're traveling through the groups of people, Foldor stops for a moment and crouches next to Blackclaw. If you recall, Blackclaw is Foldor's black bear friend who was his companion. And as you look, you see Black Claw's fur it's crisscrossed with hundreds of scars where fur can't grow anymore. It's matted, and the bear raises its head as Foldor crouches down, and you can see that both of the poor bear's eyes are gone. Um, he can't see anymore, and Foldor just kind of whispers into his ears and gives him a couple of good scritches, and you hear Black Claw go and just kind of lowers his head back down. There's been a lot of death here and injury, so
Well, that's fucking sad as shit.
Well, hopefully we can help out a little bit.
The humanoids, fuck them. The bear, sad.
yeah, I mean, you head a little further down and you get to one of the more put together buildings, and Folder's like, well, all the leaders are they're in here formulating a plan of action.
I don't know
We
about you.
just walk in?
I was gonna say I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to fucking go.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't saying that to you.
I'll follow your lead.
He lets you guys in, and he stays outside. And you can see that there's a crude war table in the middle of the room. And you
Does Bart
see
come in with us?
what? Sorry.
Does Bart come in with us?
Yes, he's behind you. He lags behind a little bit. And you can see some familiar faces around the table. You see King Cabin Whisper. You see Ragnar Boren. You see Father and Mother. You see Maeve. You see Draven, if you don't recall, he was the kind of de facto leader of the Elven outcast village that you helped the bandits. You see Hand That Feeds.
They're both
leaning
from...
against his little cane.
Hand That Feeds is the Tabaxi.
He's the Tabaxi clan leader. Yep.
Draven was the leader of Haven.
Yep. You see Lord Commander Orion Riverwood, who you haven't seen since Sevicern. He was the commander of the Hippogriff Riders that accompanied you with the sky ships to Sevicern. And you even see someone you haven't seen even longer, and that's General Hisrin. General Hisrin's
alive?
his eyes are alive. His eyes are a bright blue,
Yes.
which is
Oh.
different. And
Damn.
his scales used to be, white, but they're kind of a dull gray now. So he has been brought back as a reborn, not alive.
Fucking sick.
And they hear you come in, and most of the heads turn, and you hear Maeve cry out, Rendia! And she runs over to you and throws her arms around you. And at this point, she's about 5 months pregnant, so she's getting rotund.
I see you weren't joking, Arendia. Jeez.
I was not.
Who would have thought?
Business here was dire, I told you.
And to think I thought he was playing for the other team.
You
Squib.
think a lot of weird things, Squib.
Squib, you've known
I
me for
agree
like
with
2
you.
weeks.
I
You
don't
have
understand what
no
she's
idea.
saying.
Mordai, this is my girlfriend, baby mama.
Mordai
She-
walks up.
She,
Hello,
like,
baby mama.
She kind of like raises her eyebrow at you and like gives you a punch on the shoulder.
I take it that name is not well received. I am Mordai. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Like, hi, where's everybody else?
Oh,
Dead.
No, they're
no,
not.
No.
Don't listen to the kobold. I mean, sometimes do, but not right now. They've went on their own path. They from what we know, are still alive, but they've all gone their own way.
Oh, well, looks like you've made some new friends, and we could definitely use some help. It's at this time you see Saizen kind of like staggers through the doorway too, and just kind of collapses against the wall, like completely arcanely exhausted from spending all of his spells healing as many people as he could, since there were so many soldiers that needed help. But the rest of the leaders come over, and each one of them kind of offers their hand in greeting. King Kevin offers his hand. He's like, "Ah, glad you are here, my friends, but our time is dire."
We are here to help.
We came as quick as we could. It was a complicated journey to make quickly for people such as ourselves.
Indeed. Well, we appreciate your help. And Ragnar comes forward and he's like, "Well, once again, we must call on your aid to help us." And he holds out his hand as well.
We only came to help.
And father and mother, they look tired and beat down, but, they've got smiles on their faces because they haven't seen you in a while. Draven offers his hand, but just a smile. Obviously, the animosity between the elves and the half elves doesn't exist when everyone's dying. And Hand that feeds is just kind of like leaning on his walking stick, and he also gives you a gentle smile. And Orion walks over and he's like, "Ugh, well, glad to see you made it out of Severson alive."
That was
It's
a
a close
compliment.
call.
What he said.
Well, I hope this situation's not much better, but I hope we can do something. And you see General Histrin, he actually kneels down next to Saizen and helps Saizen remove his helmet. And Saizen reports that he goes, "General, Lord McMichaels made it to Walden and has assisted in creating a resistance against the Inquisition, helping this group. I joined their party as to help them in their quest to remove King Miscus." But he's like, it's still like, it's hard for, he's sapped. And Histrin's like, "Well, old friend, rest now." And he stands up and he goes, "Never thought I'd see you again, my old friends."
Would you believe we met your brother? Or is it his cousin?
Brother.
Your brother.
How is Gisrin?
You seem to be doing well.
Yeah, he seems to be
Uh,
flourishing.
That's good, good.
I think we told them you died.
Well, that isn't entirely incorrect.
Next time we see him, I'll be sure to tell him that you're still with us.
I'm still something, but yes.
That makes me glad.
We
Well, come, my friends, let us plan. And the rest of the council kind of moves back over to the war table. And basically, they kind of tell, like, the cliff notes are, the report from their warriors is bleak. They don't have a lot of soldiers left. There are around 100 hippogriff riders left, but they have been going almost nonstop, carrying buckets of water to drop on Teldrassil from above to slow the tree burning. Obviously, they don't have enough effectiveness to put the fire out, and every time they fly over, the Inquisition fires their crossbow bolts upwards at them, trying to bring them down. Of the soldiers that are left, over 90% of them are hurt in some way, wounded in some way. They say what you already know. They say that Irikosh is besieged by the Inquisition and they cannot send aid. You guys have come to help, but it's only 5 people against an army of 50,000. And any ideas are welcome, but they have to stop the tree burning, and the elves will sacrifice their lives to stop it if they must.
Is there any way we can bring the river to the forest?
Who are you? Just so I know, who are you addressing specifically?
Who's around?
Everyone you
the
just
whole group?
talked to. Yeah.
I'm just saying that to the group.
Okay. So Ragnar's like, well, we've thought about trying to divert the river a little bit, but the Inquisition not gonna let it happen. We've tried to tunnel to the water, but it's slow going because we got to go deep enough to where they can't see us, and it's not working very well. The tree doesn't have that long.
Well, I know that. Now I'll let some of my companions talk.
Well, Bart had an idea, didn't you, Bart?
He's like he's just kind of been up against the wall, staying in the shadows because he knows that he's not the most welcome person in this room. But you can see like King Kevin like scowls, and he's just like he accepts that Bart is there, but doesn't really like it a lot. Maeve is more or less indifferent, but she glances over at Kevin and sees that he's not doesn't like the idea, but everyone else is pretty much not. But they all see Kevin's response and they're like, "Oh, Kevin doesn't like that idea. We might need to kibosh this."
I'll say, friends, I know that the elves don't exactly have the best history with our friend Bart here, but he has gone for great lengths to bring us here, and he's done many things for just our group in the past. We trust him to do what's right, even if he's caused problems in the Forest of Tranquility before.
Okay, make a persuasion check, please.
Can I help him to give him advantage?
Yeah. What do you? Well, what do you say?
So I'll say, now is not the time to let past problems bar our way to a safe future. The world tree burns, and we must do everything we can to stop that, even if it means getting help from people we don't trust.
Dan,
I
it's
will
not like
reword
you
that.
guys have any ideas.
I will reword that to say people we don't like, not trust.
Yeah, good enough. 28. Kevin, he hears your words and like his expression softens and he's like, "Of course, my friends, you are right. Bart, what is your idea?" And Bart's like, "Well, I do have some powerful water magics at my disposal. But a full frontal assault on an army that size is suicidal. But perhaps a small team with me and perhaps our adventure friends here, we could sneak in close and put out the tree and escape without being detected. It would put the fire out and perhaps save the tree for now." Sorry, that voice is a little rough. That we will not have the forces to stop the Inquisition army from burning the tree again, but it may give us more time to gather allies and formulate a better plan. And the
we do
council
need,
kind of like
more time.
they nod a little bit and they turn to look at you guys to see what you think of the plan.
Anything that buys us more time is good. We have dragon allies on the way to Irikosh to help them against their aerial siege. And if we can buy extra time here, if they succeed there, they might be able to come here and help us take care of the Inquisition. I don't know how likely that is, but it could happen, I think.
In agreement with this plan, we must protect the world tree.
I'll pretty much die for this.
Okay. And they're like, well, Kevin's like, well, we will not get in your way of doing this mission. We will prepare in case you fail. But if it is what you all think will be best, then we agree.
We trust this. We trust this wise druid.
And Bart's like, well, there's no time to waste, my friends. We must hurry.
What's the plan?
Well,
Sneak.
we should go tonight. I've used a little bit of my magic, but we have no time to waste. We must go as soon as possible.
I would agree.
I'm always ready.
Yeah, we've used some of our magic today as well, but time is of the essence.
He's like, and he looks down and he's like, well, I don't think your cleric friend will be joining us.
Well, then Squib's gonna die.
But I
That's
will.
fine.
Good luck, Squib.
But Bart's going with you.
Yep, Bart's pretty great.
Bart doesn't give a shit about Squib. He just met him.
He gives a shit about all living things. Excuse me.
I did notice, Squib, you didn't get to say something after we all agreed to the plan.
Scoop's just like, I felt it was probably best for me to shut up.
Look at
I'm really good at getting us into more trouble than we're already usually in. I mean, you guys are already wanted, so
I think Arendi and Rog just fell over when Squib said, I think it would be best that I not say anything.
Never thought I'd see the day.
I believe you made the best decision.
I like it.
Yeah. If is there anything you guys would like to do to prepare, or do we just go forward with the plan?
I would do. So, what time is it at the moment?
Roughly 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, it's already nighttime. Okay.
Yes. It took the rest of the day to get to Deepholm and then get all the way to where they were hiding.
Sounds good. So based on what Bart said, he's planning on essentially enacting immediately.
Yes.
I would do like a little bit of reunion conversation stuff with Maeve before leaving. Nothing like extensive or anything, just kind of catching up, you know.
Sure.
If
She also understands that, you guys are in a hurry
Yeah.
and you are trying to help as much as you can.
Right.
If I could get a short rest and I get back to 100%, but all I did was step through a wall. It's nothing much.
That's an hour.
Yeah, since time is of the essence and the sun is already set.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Get your sneezes, say your goodbyes. As I
Yeah,
said,
I
I
mean-
am always ready.
Maeve definitely takes your hand and says, "Come back to me."
Squib's gonna go, I think she means us because there's two people there.
Oh, Squib's getting smart
Uh-oh.
now.
I was like, took me a second. I was like, what? But also, Arendia never told you guys his dreams, so you don't know why he's freaking out so much.
Arindia is not much of a talker.
Nope.
You guys are lucky you found out that she's my girlfriend and pregnant before we got here, okay?
True. It's true.
Otherwise, it would
Bart's
have
like,
been real strange when she was way overly excited to see me and we embraced, and you'd be like,
what? What?
Arendia
That'd be
doesn't
funny,
talk to
though.
anybody.
Bart's like, well, come. Let us hurry. And you guys hurry outside.
Yep.
As you make it outside to the western entrance of Deepholm, like the glow from the burning world tree can be seen from where you're at, and you begin heading towards the tree. It does take you a few hours to get there, so it's in the dead of night, about 3 in the morning, when you finally make it close enough to where you can see the camps surrounding the tree with Inquisition soldiers. And however you guys want to prepare to go in, casting some spells to make you sneaky, stealthing, however you want to do this to get yourselves closer in.
Our pass without a trace buddy fucking left us. Fuck.
I think
How do
Bart
I
might
know?
have it.
I swear if I don't have it.
On the way there, Squib's gonna be
Oh,
like, "Hey,
okay.
Bart, why not just plant a new world tree?"
Oh dear. Well, young Squib, the world tree is connected to, as they say in simple speak, ley lines of magic that pass beneath the ground, deep beneath the ground. And it is what gives elves their extended life, shall we say.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so if that thing burns, all the elves are fucked.
Yes.
I can help us sneak.
Very good.
I can cause a distraction somewhere else.
I can
If
be
we
a
need.
distraction.
No,
Oh.
Squib, we need you here.
These are all good plans. Well, so I'm assuming pass without a trace from
Yep.
from Mordai. It is a concentration spell up to an hour. So I'm going to need everybody to do your stealth checks once pass without a trace is up.
Woo!
I need to add that to my skill modifier.
I'm super sneaky.
So I guess I got a 31.
I got a 31 too.
Art got a
Ooh.
25. Yeah, Arendia has Boots of Elvenkind, so he has advantage on stealth checks.
And I'm
I got
super
31 too.
We've got a 27. Rod got a 31.
I rolled an 8.
Bart with his plus 11
Jeez.
got a 15.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys feel pretty damn sneaky, and you begin sneaking
You have
through
a
the
fucking
trees.
plus 13 to
I-
stealth.
I
Good
have double
God.
proficiency in stealth with my
There you
build.
go.
Expertise.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how he was able to spy in the Hell realms for so long. But yeah, you guys start sneaking between all the camps. You know, you feel like you haven't been spotted. The problem is, the closer you get to the world tree, the brighter it gets because it's on fire. So I'm going to need y'all to make another stealth check for when you get a little bit closer.
I was waiting for that to come that
Damn.
one. Arendia's just like, I'm fucking gone.
I got these
Well,
boots. I finally broke them in.
There's the 38 for Bart.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, like, without a sound, passing without trace, you get close enough to the tree, and he's like, Bart's like, all right, I will cast my spell, but it's going to be big and loud and lot of watery, so we're going to have to get out of here pretty dang quick.
Is there
I
anything
like
we
the
can do
water.
to help in the meantime?
Well, just keep an eye out and make sure no one sneaks up on us.
My eyes don't come out.
Don't just.
Oh my
Squib's
goodness.
just sitting there
I'm
blank
tempted to make
face.
you make another stealth check because you're talking. Anyway, he
Silence.
Squib's fine.
it's good fun. Anyway, that was me. I never should tell people not to talk. Bart begins to cast, or you wanted to do something, Kyle? Is that why you're?
No, no, I
you
rubbed
were
my
like
nose.
this. I was like, you want me to stop? Okay, so he begins casting a spell, and this giant tidal wave. He summons a tsunami, which blasts the tree and puts out all the fire on all the branches, hissing, and just suddenly darkness. And you hear sudden shouts of alarm from all over, all around you, from all the camps around you. He's like, quick, this way.
I will follow.
Follow
I shall
him.
also follow.
Yeah,
Who doesn't
Squib's
have
following.
dark vision? Do we all have dark vision?
I do.
Everyone now.
I think I do. I don't see it on my character sheet, but I'm a half elf, so
Half elves do. It's
Yeah.
just it's not like regular elf vision. Erendi can see
Right.
farther.
Size
Harold
ants
was
don't
the
know.
only one who never didn't have it in the first 5.
Yeah.
So he was always had to have someone to hold his hand. Going through the dark, Harold. Let's go.
Giant Goliath. Hold my hand,
Yeah.
please.
it really sucked because he was our tank, so he had to be in the front.
He fell down a lot of stairs.
He sure
Like you
did.
hear a lot of
Did
shouts
he
of alarm, and
fall or did he be pushed?
No, he fell.
he fell a
fell.
lot.
He fell a lot.
He also murdered a child. That was fun.
Yeah. Old wounds. You keep hearing shouts of alarm, and you quickly realize that you're surrounded. There's no way through all these soldiers without, now that they are on full high alert. They've basically cordoned off the entire tree in a phalanx type circle. They've roused pretty darn quick, and Bart's like, well, looks like we might have to fight our way out. And he like reaches up to the sky, and his eyes like flash white, and just this massive storm appears in the sky above and begins just blasting huge lightning bolts and hail and crazy just like weather into the front line of the soldiers that are surrounding you. And he breaks a hole in their line, and he's like, quick, everyone out.
Does this mean what I think it means?
We're running.
Run.
He's like, go my friends, I will hold them off. Now you have a
I will
choice.
just we're following his word, his plan. I'm gonna book it.
I'm also
I'm-
running.
I'm just sitting here thinking, would the little ball of anger run, or would he start screaming, I've got jelly in my pants, and just start swinging? I mean, he'll follow everyone else for now.
Yeah, I'll go.
Bart is not following.
Fuck.
Does this look like a fight we can win?
I'm gonna.
You have a choice to make. You can either stay and fight with Bart, or you can leave him behind.
Andy, Iraq, you're hesitating. What does Bart mean to you?
I'm
Do
gonna.
we fight?
I'm gonna say, are we gonna leave him?
Are you sure you can handle this, Bart?
He can't hear you. You guys had already
We
started
started
running,
running.
and the storm is causing chaos above.
All right,
And he's concentrating on that.
I kind of don't want to leave him.
For
Yeah, I
those who
don't-
are curious,
Grab-
that is what is happening above you.
I don't want to leave him either. We go fight.
All right, I turn around and I run back.
Squib screams, "I've got jelly in my pants," and ignites his sword.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself
Okay.
and Fly on myself.
Okay. I will show
Squib
you what
would like
should.
to rage.
Okay. Yeah. Any sort of pre-prep, you can do 1 round of pre-prep before you start fighting, but I will show you what you are dealing with.
I will Hunter's Mark whoever is closest. Oh boy, that's a lots of dudes.
Oh shit.
Which one do you want a hunter's mark?
Whoever's closest, doesn't matter. I just don't want to burn the bonus action in the middle of everything else that's going on.
I don't know how much hunter's mark is going to help you on this one. So, you have been surrounded by nearly 20,000 soldiers from the Inquisition, because the other 30,000 were in Whisper's Edge and are on their way. I can tell you that this fight is not intended to kill you, but someone might die.
I'm just picturing Squib foaming at the mouth, swinging the flaming sword, yelling about jelly.
So, to expedite things, I am not going to be moving all the enemy tokens towards you. That's just going to be ridiculous. Basically, I'm going to ask you, or I'm going to have you guys roll initiative, just to be on the turn order. And we're going to go in order. You're just going to tell me what you're doing. Try to be somewhat quick about it. Like I shoot my bow twice. I fire a fireball into this group and blow up 20 of them. And, that sort of thing. And then I will have them return attack on you and tell you what each damage you will take, because they are armed with spears, shields, and crossbows.
For fuck's sake.
All right.
I missed my 12 initiative.
I have advantage on initiative, and I got 8.
Proud of you.
Once again, I cleared the turn list and all the last combat came back again. Can you guys see everybody else, or just you guys?
Just
Just
us.
So weird. Well, Rog, you are first.
Yep. I first I'm gonna use Mantle of Inspiration because I never get to use that, and this is a pretty good fucking time to use it. So I begin to glow, and I have this illusion over my normal body where I am a handsome, beautiful, chiseled man. And I say, there are many more of them, but our fight is right. And everyone will get 11. Not everyone. I think it's 3 people. Oh, I can do everyone. Equal to my charisma mod, so it is 3. Okay. I give 11 temp HP to Squib, Arendia, and Mordai.
Okay.
And then they can use their reaction to move if they would so choose.
I would love to use my reaction to move.
Okay.
Also, can we see? Can you mark on the map where like the trunk of the tree is, so we know where?
You ran a little way. You're not actually by Teldrassil. You're a little farther into the forest.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about moving yourself, Squid. We're not moving tokens. I would just die.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
But I wanted to show you. I wanted to make this so you could see exactly what you're dealing with.
That's a lot of dudes.
It's a lot of dudes.
It sure is. So that was my bonus action.
Okay.
And that cost a bardic inspiration. So then I pull out my bow, and I'm just gonna shoot at the nearest guy.
Okay. You kill one guy.
Sick. And that will be my turn.
So part of the Mantle of Inspiration, when I can use my reaction to move, I'm gonna fly up 60 feet.
That's a great idea.
Randy, your turn.
I'm going to fireball these guys.
Brutal.
Oh, I got to roll, right?
Yeah, technically.
Oops. Wait. All right, that did it.
Yeah. You kill 12.
Cool. Um. That ends my turn.
More die.
I'm gonna shout to Bart and say, Bart, we came back for you. Get out of here. And did everyone sort of shoot in the same direction in our party? Or has it just been
Well, Rog said the closest guy, and I also targeted what I think is the closest group.
closest pack? Alright.
I could be wrong as far as distances
It doesn't really matter. Just
Doesn't-
like this is kind of like a quick time event that's going to end sometime.
go. You gave us a visual aid, and it's fucking us all up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna keep shooting in the same direction. So, my standard action, I will cast haste on myself. I use the extra action to make an attack.
Okay.
Without sharpshooter.
Yep. You kill one.
I will use a bonus action to go invisible.
Okay.
With Nature's Veil.
Hot damn.
And then I will move away from the group towards the opening I'm hoping to make, or towards wherever the fireball went off.
Running back into the party closed off the space that Bart opened initially with the storm. So there's too many really to break through.
Okay.
Did you
What?
know that we can see your tally in the public view?
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't trying to keep that up.
No, I'm just counting how many you guys managed to kill.
All right.
Go ahead, Squib, your turn.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll on the wild magic, or is Squib still a frothing lunatic?
You're a frothing lunatic.
All right, then. Here come 3 flame tongue attacks.
Okay. Yep, 3 more die. As you just charge in to this squad, and they're like, "Oh shit!" As they see this crazy kobold with a flaming sword just cut through 3 of their squad, and they kind of like surround you with their spears and their shields up. And then Bart gets to go. His spell, we'll say it nukes about 200 of them. And then it's their turn. And so, Mordai.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
15. So that means you take.
He's invisible.
Does this account for me being invisible?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's about, I don't know, 5,000 or so crossbow bolts coming towards the party.
Okay.
And they're just bound to hit you, even if you're invisible. So we're going to say the 15 means you take 24 points of piercing damage as a bunch of crossbow bolts hit you. Who's next? Rog. Fewer. You take 17 points of piercing damage as 4 crossbow bolts hit you in the crossfire. Herendia. 10, so. I didn't do a space. You take 14 points of piercing damage because they saw you fly up, and a bunch just kind of fired upwards. Bart.
Do I have to roll con save?
Sure.
What do I just roll? Straight Constitution save?
Constitution saving throw, yeah.
Nice.
Good. Three times.
3 times.
Good. Good.
Nice.
Okay.
Bart takes 12 points of damage. He also has to do concentration saving throws. He's fine. Even with a natural 1, he still beat the 10. So I don't even have to roll for him. But he takes 12 points of piercing damage.
I suppose I need concentration checks for haste.
Yeah, technically. And then Squib. Let's see how many hit you. All of them.
Oh,
This
Uh-oh.
Squib's just like, fucking bracket!
You take 35 points of piercing damage.
I take half.
good thing you're raging.
Yeah, I take half.
You're good on the first one, Mordai. Good on the second. Good on the third. How many did you get hit by? 4? And haste falls off on the fourth one.
6, I think I got hit by. Haste and invisible
Oh,
ones
yeah.
got hit all the
Yeah.
hell.
Yep.
All right, well, I'm
so, like,
stunned.
yeah, you're stunned. There's a lot. If I was actually shooting that many crossbow bolts at you, you would have taken a lot more damage.
That's true.
Because-
We'd
That's
all
true.
be dead.
You'd probably all be
Yeah.
dead. But I'm like I said, this is a heroic moment where you are stayed behind to protect Bart. It's not designed to kill you. You will get out of this alive, because this would be unfair. And I'm not here to kill you guys. This is just a special event. But anyway, we're back to the top, and it's my turn order's still freaking weird. Rog.
All right. I'm gonna cast Shatter at a nearby group.
10-foot radius. Yeah, it'll hit the whole group. Just so you just
3d8.
roll your damage. They don't have a lot of HP.
Oh gosh, what have I done?
I don't know.
I somehow backed out of roll 20 because I
Good
used
job.
the Mac keybinds from work.
Awkward.
That is the first time using a Mac has ever fucked me up. $13 thunder damage.
Yep, that kills 12 more. So you're at. Anything else?
Yes. I will actually. I got rid of that spell, so I can't. I was gonna say I cast Healing Word.
Well, you already cast a spell. You can't cast another one.
Oh, that is true. I forgot Shatter is a spell. Yep. Yep.
Not a cantrip.
Yeah. I will give a bardic inspiration to Squib.
The frothing psycho.
Randy, your turn.
I'm going to use 5 sorcery points to create a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
And fireball the nearest group.
Okay. Yep. You incinerate another squad.
And done that 150. I'm gonna fly up another 40 feet after I cast fireball. I'm 100 feet up.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Mordai.
I can't move or take actions. That's my
You
turn.
are stunned. Squib, your turn.
Squib's just gonna keep swinging.
Okay. Well, you kill three more.
That last guy was personal.
Yeah. You've almost killed your own squad all by your lonesome. Good job, Squib. Proud of you. Bart's turn. Again, the Storm of Vengeance goes off. We'll say he kills another 200. This time, and now it's the bad guy's turn again. Again, Mordai now stunned on the ground.
It's not actually stunned. I'm still standing upright. I just can't move or take actions.
That's even more awkward because if you were prone, it'd be harder to hit you. You take 48 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that hurts.
Rog. Oh, only a 4. 30 points of piercing damage. Arendia. Uh, 24 points of piercing damage.
How many con checks?
7. Crazy.
That good? Is 10 cover?
Yeah, 10 is the minimum. They're not doing a lot of damage per shot. It's half the damage rounded up or 10
Okay, all right.
for each shot. So next up is Bart. He takes roll for Arendia. 24 points of damage. And he cannot fail his concentration. And last up is Squib. 8. Squib, you take 35 points of piercing damage. And we're back to the top of the order. With Rog.
I see that there's no hope if I only use my bow, and seeing the effectiveness of Shatter, I am just going to do it again.
Yeah, I know what it does. Just need you to roll.
For some reason, I keep thinking it'll prompt me for the automatically, whatever.
Yeah.
For what level
12
to cast it at? Yeah.
Yeah.
You kill 12 more. What? You killed 444. Okay. Anything else?
I will inspire Mordai.
Okay. Randy, your turn.
Do I know what the range is for a crossbow effectively work as a character?
How many times have you fought someone with a crossbow?
Probably a lot. No, maybe not. I don't know. Gotta do roll a history check, maybe.
Well, sure.
Is that an action?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to take a greater healing potion.
Okay.
Which is 2d what?
2d8 plus 4. You hit equals 4, so should be 15.
All right. And can I, as a bonus action, take also another greater healing potion at whatever efficacy it will give me as a bonus action?
Well, potions are a bonus action, so you can't take one as a regular action in the same turn.
Oh, Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah, potions are bonus actions, unless you're like trying to feed it to somebody.
Right.
And you can't cross bonus actions with actions as a rule.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so I did that.
I'm carrying 80 healing potions. Oh, I got hurt. Back to full health.
I
Just
mean,
16
Hey,
healing
that's what I
potions.
do in Skyrim all the time.
that'd be great. I can firebolt at the nearest guy, I guess.
You're out of spells?
I mean, I'm out
Okay.
of useful spells.
Okay.
I mean, do you have
Firebolt.
any other AoEs?
No. All my AoE is fucked.
Well, like I said, this fight's not supposed to. You came out here at half power. Some of you maybe less than half.
Terrible.
You're not supposed to win this fight, so don't overthink it too much. Just be like, we're just. I can end it quicker if you guys would like me to, but like you guys are just fighting right now.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with just the fighting.
Okay. Hey, you blast one.
Alright, so I took the potion. I did that. I'm up at 100 feet. I'll stay at 100 feet.
Mordai, you wake up and find a bunch more arrows in you.
Yay, it hurt.
And you're
Okay.
inspired.
Yay, inspired.
I'm not sure how helpful it'll be in this fight. but-
Probably not much in this fight, but I'm gonna bonus action invisible again.
Okay.
And then standard action dash and run into the gap that was created by one of the last shatter that went off.
Okay.
As I'm assuming the soldiers are filling in that space.
For the most part.
So in theory, I am behind their ranks. Or at least some of
You're
their
in
ranks
between
is obvious.
squads?
Yeah, I'm in between squads.
Okay.
And I'm invisible until my next turn. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Squib.
I mean, little psycho's gonna little psycho.
That's fine.
Inspired little psycho.
Hey, you've killed 9 now. Proud of you.
But did that last one hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's Bart's turn. He, the giant storm of vengeance comes down and blasts a whole bunch more dudes apart. Then it's their turn. They see that Bart is doing the most, and so they focus fire him. And Bart falls down.
Bart fell down, go boom.
F and chat for Bart.
Bart is unconscious with about 80 arrows sticking in him.
He died as he lived.
He's not dead.
A porcupine?
He had 415 HP.
A lot of hip.
He's a level 20 archdruid with beefed up stats. But none of them shoot you this turn. So they all focus fire on Bart. But now you've seen Bart go down and the storm of vengeance disappears from the sky, and everything feels a little overwhelming now. Anyway, Rog, what do you do?
I move over to Bart.
Okay.
I pull out my harp.
Okay.
And I strum him a little song and touch him on the forehead and give him a cure wounds at 5th level.
Okay.
Which is my once a day thing from the harp.
Yep.
So 1d8 plus
It's
4d8, so 5d8.
plus your charisma modifier.
5d8 plus 3. That is pretty good. 29 healing to Bart.
Ow!
We're not letting you go that easy. And then I'll step away from him after seeing him getting totally
riddled.
Got it. Yeah.
The arrows are going here.
Yep.
Alright, Rendia. Oh, I'm
turn.
assuming that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Arindia.
I will spend 5 sorcery points to create a level 3 spell slot.
Okay.
And I will fireball the nearest full squadron of people.
Okay. Yeah. 12 more die.
Oh, sorry.
I've lost track. 672.
672.
672 soldiers out of 50,000. You're on your way, boys.
That is 1%.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
1%
You're creating spell slots as a
gone,
bonus
and I've
action.
still got a shit ton of hit points. We're good.
All
Lucky
right.
you.
The
Hey, I'm still in triple digits.
I will fly.
Mordai's at 18.
They've only done 34 damage to Squib.
No, I'll stay where I'm at. 100 feet up.
Okay. Mordai.
So as I appear in the middle of the squad.
Between a bunch of squads, and they're just like, hey!
I'm gonna misty step away from the party. It's hopefully some narrow space between other squads further back. Standard action disengage and dip, dodge, and roll between people and move 35 feet.
Okay. You're still
But I am still visible and in the middle of
in the middle of the
everyone.
army. Okay. Alright, Squib.
Yep.
Squib's turn to kill 3 more dudes.
Sure. Unless you roll a natural 1. That'd be good. Hey, you finished off the squad that you were just been wailing on this entire time.
Squib's just been screaming obscenities and draconic the entire time, foaming at the mouth. He's completely
he
lost his
sits up and
goddamn
is
mind.
like, ugh. He looks around and sees that Mordai is kind of pieced out. His friends are hurt. He's hurt, and he's like, "Oh man." And then the bad guys take their turn, and the ones that are surrounding Mordai are like, "Stand down!" Do you surrender?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seeing as I'm assuming there's
There's still a lot of them.
dozens of
Yeah.
more ranks of guards that I would have to go through. Yeah, I'll just get into a stop.
Okay.
Damn it.
The rest of them are like, the rest of them have kind of moved in, and they're like, "Stand down!" Do you surrender?
Us?
Yes.
Squib's an angry boy. He's still swinging.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to drop Squib.
No surrender.
Okay, well, based on how many there are, Squib, you drop to 0 hit points.
I was just throwing it out there. It's gonna take them a while, but they're gonna have to drop Squib.
Well, do you want me to roll 50,000 d8?
I'll take half damage.
That would be 49,328.
Yes, Squib, you drop to 0 hit points because you keep fighting and they just keep stabbing and shooting you.
Yeah, I was like, eventually they'll drop Squib, but I mean, he's a frothing lunatic.
Understandable. The rest of you.
I would do the same. I'm not going to stop until I'm unconscious.
Okay. Well, they put you down.
Same.
Arindia's got a long way to fall.
Well,
Don't die
Arindia,
to fall damage.
they also shoot you until you're unconscious.
Fine
You
with
fall
me.
down.
I said I would die for this, so. I'm a man.
Bart, as you're falling, he raises his hand and casts Featherfall on you. And those same green petals you saw earlier like swirl around you and slow you until your unconscious body lies on the ground. And he's got one hand up. Squib's unconscious. Mordai's out in the... And they poke you with their spears and push you back into the middle.
Yeah,
And
rude.
just like that, TPK. We're great at this.
We've done it.
Bart stabilizes the unconscious people, so you guys are at like 1 HP and conscious. But now you've all been gathered into a pile, and they're
they're kind of like standing around waiting to like for an officer or something to come deal with you guys. Where am I on the story thing? Okay, and as you begin to give up, suddenly a bright light appears in the sky above you. And as you look up,
Benjamin
you
X
see a
Machina?
massive magical doorway. A gateway that is opened in the sky. And you see as an airship comes through. Then a second. Then a third, fourth, fifth. Until there are nearly 200 airships in the sky. And arrows just begin raining down by the thousands on the Inquisition forces. They start screaming and raise their shields to defend against the arrows coming from above. And then out of the darkness around surrounding in the forest, more arrows. Thousands of arrows start striking the Inquisition soldiers, and they have to decide, do they defend against the outer threat or the upper threat? And
Do I get shot in the head or shot in the side?
right? And none of them come close to you guys because you're kind of in the middle, in the middle circle.
these ships have
Screams
flags?
of death and chaos permeate the night as the Inquisition army is systematically cut down by arrows until silence, as 50,000 Inquisition soldiers lie dead on the battlefield.
I'd like to say that I am firebolting as many as I can while this is happening.
Would also
Squid is-
take.
Well, don't run into their ranks.
Nope.
I was just gonna say Squib is just laughing and giving them the finger.
I'm firebolting
Okay.
from the ground. I'm at 1 HP.
No, I know, but I thought Squib might go running into where the arrows are flying.
No, he's
Like,
just
you guys
laughing.
really should
and...
just be staying on the ground because there are arrows coming from the sides.
Do these ships have a flag of some sort?
It's too dark to tell.
Damn.
But the airships are floating up there, and then a figure comes stepping out of the forest. They are dressed in dark green steel armor with black accents. There's a curved elven sword on his hip, and an unmistakable curved elven bow in his hand, and a near empty quiver of arrows on his back. He removes his helmet to reveal his short cropped black hair and pointed elven ears and fine features. And he comes over and he's like, "Yes, my name is Legatus Galith Nerevarus of the Elven Republic of Falahau. Word has reached us a couple days ago from one of our spies in Walden that Teldrassil had been lit ablaze by the Inquisition. We would not stand for this insult against our people, and the Inquisition must be taught that they cannot destroy things they have no right to destroy. So we mobilized our forces and prepared to assault the enemy trying to destroy our world tree." And he turns and looks at Arendia and he goes, "You match the description of the elf that told our agent that the tree was on fire."
I needed everyone to know.
"It's a good thing you did. Otherwise we would not have known until it was too late."
Once I knew it burned, I alerted every elf, half elf, drow that I knew or that I saw.
Again, we are glad you did. You have done all elves of this world a great service.
What was this guy's last name?
Nephalith?
Nerevarus. Nerivarus. Nerevarus.
Well, I did IS.
Close enough.
I did not nail it.
He's like, "We are here to annex Whisper's Edge and Teldrassil from the city of Boergenth so that it can be protected by those who would seek to destroy it."
I don't mean to speak out of turn, but there was a leading council in Whisper's Edge, if you would want to parlay with them.
"Indeed, we will speak to King Cabin."
With the way things are in Boergenth, I would imagine that it would be a welcome alliance or a welcome agreement to no longer be under the horrifying hand of the king, at least until we do something about him.
Indeed. We will not interfere with the rest of the country, but they threatened our very way of life by burning the tree, so we are here to keep that from happening.
Well, I am eternally grateful.
As am I.
I thought your name was Arindia and Rog, not eternally grateful. I'm Squib.
Time and place, Squib. Time and place.
Place, World Tree. I'm not entirely sure what time it is.
As you can see, we were all willing to lay down our lives for this, so.
Indeed. It was nice of you to rouse them from Whisper's Edge and have them surround the tree and be easy to pick off.
Told you guys I was a good distraction.
It was the plan all along. We thought we could take them.
No, you just refused to leave Bart behind. But anyway, that's kind of the end of the session. The Elven army has come through to stop the burning of the World Tree. But if you guys had not gotten here in time, then someone's nightmare might have come to fruition.
Man, that really would have sucked to be an elf, too.
Look at the kitty. Kitty.
Karstein.
Yeah. She is the
Karstein?
darkness.
Was it Karstein or Sylvester that had the multiple toes?
She does. Kirsten does.
Yes, Karstein does.
Yeah. Did you not see the little mittens? Come here.
It's a polydactyly.
Little
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like,
I've seen.
get away from me.
I've seen cats with that. Yeah,
Wow.
it's a different paw configuration, right? Essentially.
They have
She has a-
they have a thumb.
Yeah.
thumbs.
Yeah.
I
Well,
want a cat.
we tried to TPK ourselves. Good job, guys.
Right?
Well, if you had left Bart behind, he would have died.
Yeah, I kind of felt that.
Couldn't leave Bart behind that, and I was like, would the little psycho that is Squib and all his newfound anger really gonna stay behind?
Run away.
Probably not.
But, you know, that's where you're at now.
Squib has a level of exhaustion.
Yep, you can hear
Is
the
he
purring.
raged?
The purring.
Oh.
Man.
It's a happy kitty.
Yeah, very happy.
Unlike Minty, the angry little ball of hate.
She's a ball of anger. What are you doing?
Oh fuck. Well, it was nice of you two to stay behind, considering you have no historical connection to this character.
Yeah, we're like, Bart? Who the fuck is this Bart dude?
Well, Mordai tried to run away. Eventually.
I was like, I started out fighting, almost died, and then tried to run away. It's not like my first action was like, nope.
True,
Squib
you
was
didn't
like-
immediately
Squib
know
was
how to
Yeah, fighting.
It was an interesting thing to think about how Mordai would react in that situation, because he doesn't know Bart, but he saw Bart just like show off his powers, like, well, this guy's a useful asset, but I also don't want to die.
Yeah. Yeah, Squib's like, oh, we could beat Bart. I'm like, no, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Bart would destroy us.
Yeah, it'd be a tough
I
one.
mean, yeah.
He'd just charm Squib and be like, you kill all your friends for me.
Hey, you there, go kill your friends. Yeah,
Go
Squib fighting
kill your
spellcasters is not a fun thing.
I did that when you fought the Lich King in the Dream World. That was fun.
Yeah, I almost murdered everybody.
He almost TPK'd the party.
Because I gave
It
him a
was
freaking
great.
meteor swarm hammer, and he wasn't using it. And I was like, well, now that you're under the control of the Lich King, you're going to use it.
Yeah, meteor swarm every turn.
That
Until it ran
and
out
he
of
had
charges.
he had like 300 something health too, so it's not like they were gonna eat through his health anytime soon.
Yeah, they had to try to break you out of it.
Wasn't
Anyway.
it Arindia who was like, I cast necrotic magic at the Lich?
Yes, he did it twice in the same fight.
Yeah. Yep.
Shame.
I was like, what was it? Not chill hand, but something else.
She'll touch.
Chill touch.
That is a
No, I don't
No,
think
I
it
think
was
it was
Shield Touch because
something-
you were level 20. I think it was something bigger.
Oh.
Chilling grasp? Or something like that.
It was like power word kill or no, power word kill isn't necrotic.
No, power word. No, that's what he used on you.
Yeah, I know. That's how I died, right?
Yeah. He's just like, hey, you die.
Anyway, Marcus, I had him go on a dream journey because they were all having nightmares, and they all had to fight a huge boss. And so I had them level up to level 20 as their characters, so they could see what it's like to play a level 20 character and fight all these super high-end bosses. So yeah, they ended up fighting the Lich King. They fought Baphomet. They fought Rog's Nightmare, which was kind of a custom guy. And then they fought Tiamat at the
Tiamat,
end
yeah.
with the help of Bahamut. Because
That
4
one
level
was fun.
20 characters would not be able to take on Tiamat by themselves.
He's a beast.
It was fun because she kept dropping me to 0 hit points, and then Bahamut would bring me back to full hit points, and then she'd drop me again, and then bring me back, and then drop me again.
Yeah, because like it was Squib's nightmare for Tiamat, so she was focus firing Squib down.
Yeah, it was like fully dead, fully alive. Fully dead, fully alive.
There was no in between.
Anyway,
He would wake up and be like, ah!
thud.
Alright.
Thanks for coming, guys. Next week, Wednesday again. Unless somebody's got issues, I will see Marcus and Zach on Saturday to do some Yar matey pirate things.
Yarr, matey. See if we survive that encounter.
That encounter now that Zix is dead.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
not
Blue
going
could probably
great, but
survive.
we'll see.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right,
Yep.
bye.
Bye.
See ya.